In our last video, we were solving proportions, which was one fraction equals to another fraction, where one of the numerators or denominators was not known. We were symbolizing it with an X. Now, what we need to do is learn how to set up those equations so we can apply them to real things and they can be of some use. So let's look at a couple of examples. Okay, I have a photo that's 7 inches across the top, 5 inches on the side. I want to have it enlarged so the top is 12 inches across. How large will the side be? So in a photo, if the top gets bigger, the side gets bigger similarly, proportionally. So this is a proportion problem. Well, we're going to be comparing the top to the side. Comparing the top to the side. Now, in word problems, generally what you want to do is first figure out what it is you would like to know the answer to. In this case, it's how large will the side be? If I knew how large the side was, I would be done. I'm going to call that number X. I'm going to say let X be the number of inches of the new side. Of the new side. If I knew that, I'd be done. Okay, now we're going to start with what we already know, which is the original size of the photo, which was, and we know the top and the side, so we can just write that fraction. The top was 7. We're planning to put top on side, so we put the 7 on the top and the 5 on the bottom. And then what about the new case? In the new case, the top's going to be 12 inches. I can put that here. What's the side going to be? Well, that's what I want to know. So I could just put an X in here. So it's top to side, top to side. This is the old situation. This is the new situation. Now, we're back to the situation we were in last time, where we have an equation. And there's an equals in the middle. And there's a fraction on each side, so we can cross multiply. We get 7 times X equals 12 times 5. And you remember from last time, X wants to be alone like Greta Garbo. And what's keeping it from being alone is this 7. This 7 is multiplied, so we want to undo that. To undo that, you do the opposite of multiply, which is divide. So now I have X equals 12 times 5/7 equals 60/7. 7 into 60 goes 8. 8 times 7 is 56. So if we subtract 56 from 60, we have a remainder of 4. And we've got 8 4/7. Didn't come out even. Oh well, tough. That's what the answer is. Okay, so it's 8 4/7 inches. That's how big the side of the photo will be after it's been enlarged. Okay, now let's look at one more example. Okay, we have a breakfast casserole made with 8 eggs will feed 5 people. How many eggs will I need to feed 18 people? Well, once again, this is something that grows similarly, eggs in people. It's going to be a proportion. That's what growing proportionally means. That having to multiply it by the same amount, essentially. So what have we got? Well, what should X be? Well, it's going to be a number of eggs. Number of eggs for 18 people. And I'm going to compare eggs with people. So the original case is 8 eggs and 5 people. The new case is, how many eggs? We don't know. That's the X. But we do know we've got 18 people. Sounds like quite a party. And once again, we've got an equals in the middle. So we can cross multiply. Now we get 8 times 18 equals 5 times X. X wants to be alone. So we divide by 5. And it's okay to swap the two sides of an equation. And I'd kind of like to do that because I kind of, for aesthetic reasons, it's just prettier to have the X equals. So I'm going to put the X over here. And the 8 times 18 over 5 here, which is going to give me 144 over 5. And I did this problem before, so I know it comes out as 28 4/5. And that's 28 4/5 eggs. So my casserole will need 28 4/5 eggs. Well, okay, in real life, of course, you put 29 eggs in your casserole. Nobody I know would fish out 1/5 of an egg to make it perfect. They'd put the other 1/5 in. That's not much egg. For a test, I would see what kind of answers they're giving you to choose from before I rounded it off. But in real life, I'd just round it off. I think you're all set to go now, and you could just go do those problems lickety split. Bye.